The Healthy Living Alliance, or Heala, is calling on Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana to put the country's health first before profit by increasing and expanding the Sugary Drinks Tax known as the Health Promotion Levy. Heala says South Africa faces a dire health crisis and that a 20% health promotion levy, including fruit juice, has the chance to cut disease and save billions as well as boost productivity. The tax on sugar-sweetened beverages, known as the Health Promotion Levy, was introduced back in 2018. Mr. Godongwana will be delivering his budget speech next week. And now the CEO of Heala, Nzama Mbalati, joins us to talk further. Nzama, thank you so much for joining us on Point. As the minister polishes his speech, there are many making input about what is contained in that speech. As Heala, you are concerned about the prevalence of non-communicable diseases. And how do you think this increase in the levy will curb this?
Thank you so much, and good afternoon to the viewers. We appreciate the opportunity. We are calling for the increase in the health promotion levy or a better regulation of the food environment. For us, this doesn't come alone. I think we also support taxation on other unhealthy products such as tobacco and alcohol. We think these are important interventions together with other intervention of preventing the diseases, non-communicable diseases such as cancer and diabetes, to actually ensure that we can reduce exposure of the population to this kind of products. So we're hoping that the minister will take note of this, because these taxes, if they are not increased even in terms of in line with inflation, such as the health promotion levy, they start to lose value for what they were intended for.
Yeah. What research have you done, or has Heala done to support claims that sugar does indeed cause these diseases? Because industry says there are other factors that contribute to obesity, which range from food intake to a lack of exercise, and in other cases underlying genetic conditions.
So we can't play down the science of sugary drinks and ill health. So when in a practical science, when you dump sugar in the form of sugary drinks, remember we do eat natural sugar from fruits as well, which the body needs and absorb. When we take sugary drinks, we intake sugar in the form of sugary drinks. What happens that in excessive, what happens that our body, is not able to break it down, and it ends up being, in excess in our vital organs, and that's how it comes about. For cardiovascular diseases, we spoke about diabetes and others. So we don't dispute that there are other factors beyond. So excess sugar, excess salt, excess saturated fat as well contribute to ill health. So we are not saying sugar alone is the one that is targeted, but we know that as the World Health Organization has recommended that just reducing the intake of sugary drinks and sugar in the form of liquid can go a long way in terms of preventing, diseases in the population for amongst people living in South Africa.
Yeah. Do you think that this 20% increase, will make a substantial difference in the people's consumption patterns themselves? You yourself have faced opposition from the sugar industry. The cane growers maintain that the calls to increase these taxes is misguided, and that is going to cause further loss of rural livelihood, and also talking about the number of jobs that will be lost due to this increase in tax.
So as we will know that unhealthy industries do not like to be regulated. Tobacco industry can say the same. Alcohol industry can say the same. What choices do we have as government? We are not asking for these companies to shut down. We're asking for them to look at diversification. Other countries, our peers in BRICS, such as Brazil and India, are no longer just producing sugar and sugar cane just for consumption. They've moved into biofuel. They've moved into using this into other use of sugar and sugar cane. So I think the South African sugar industry has always used the lame excuse of not wanting to be regulated, of not wanting to diversify, right? and wanting to hold the population at ransom to feed on excessive consumption of sugar. That's unfair, and that's not good for the population. And when we reap the rewards of the disaster and the tsunami of diabetes in this country, the sugar industry is not going to be there to save us.
All right, Nzama Mbalati is the CEO. Let's hear what the minister will be saying when he delivers his budget speech next weekend, just to let our viewers know that we will be speaking to the South African Sugar Association to get their views as well to what Heala has said and what their requests are to the minister for next week as he delivers his budget speech.